Welcome to the Uncharted 1 and 2 review. Alright, Uncharted 1 is a game that was very revolutionizing at the time. It really changed everything when the PlayStation 3 came out at the time. And the story for Uncharted Drake's Fortune is that you are trying to find El Dorado, and that the legendary Sir Francis Drake know where it was. So your character, Nathan Drake, goes out and tries to find that treasure alongside his companion Sully and a reporter by name Elena. And you go throughout the game and you find out it's on island, and that Sir Francis Drake actually didn't want anybody to find the treasure because it was cursed. And you end up having to stop a group of people that solely had owed money to. And at the end of the game, Drake fights the guy that wants to try to sell it off to people, and he defeats him and ultimately ends up saving Elena. And Elena, Sully, and Nate end up going on a happy ending, and they also got some treasure. Alright, and for the gameplay is, let's say, almost outdated because this game was at 2007, and when it first came out, it was revolutionizing, but later on, it started getting really old and also very stress-inducing. Because there are certain parts in the first Uncharted game that's so hard that it's like you are going to be so much stressed out doing it. And for me, when I was playing it, I had some stress-inducing moments. There's a part in the game where you're on a jet ski and you have like exploding barrels. You have to take out also enemies as well, and it gets really, really difficult. And for my negatives of this game, I would say is mostly when it comes to combat and at the and just how dated it's been. Now for positives, I love the story. I love what Naughty Dog was doing at the time, and I also love the characters of Sully, Nate, and Elena. My rating for this game, I would have to give it an 8 out of 10. Now for Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, it came out 2 years after Uncharted Drake's Fortune, and it really changed a lot about the game. And that the story is that you are going after Shangri-La, or what the game says Shambhala, which is the place that they say in the game. But Nate is on a quest to try to stop a guy who wants basically the gift of immortality, and that he basically knows where to find this place, and that he instructs Nate alongside two other people, Chloe and Flynn, but Nate ends up getting betrayed by Flynn, and that it leaves him to being in prison. Slowly breaks him out, and ultimately he's like, I gotta stop this guy. And you go throughout some probably the best parts in Uncharted history is in this game, because like you have levels where you're on a train, you're in the snow, or you're in a whole entire town that's in a civil war, and the game ends with Nate taking this guy out, but ultimately he ends up finding out that he loves Elena. Is Elena to show up in this game, and she almost dies. and for the gameplay is definitely a drastic improvement. Now it feels way better than what it was in for Drake's Fortune. Like better aiming, like a couple new guns, but also way better when it comes to climbing. Because there were some cheap parts when you climbed in Drake's Fortune, but now in this, they got it really good. For my negatives of this game, I'd say the game gets difficult at almost the end of the game, where you're going against a lot of people that have body armor. And that's it for my negatives. My positive, I love the story. I love the gunplay. And I love the new characters that showed up, which are Chloe and Flynn. And if I were to give this game its rating, I would have to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I hope you like this review of Uncharted 1 and Uncharted 2. This is Stanley, and signing off.